Oh, it's getting exciting. It's getting super exciting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Live. Here we are with that little ticking echo. The ticking echo. What is it? What could it be? Hey everybody, what's happening? It's Owen Video and I am streaming live in the middle of the week. Why? Because I love hanging out with you guys. I'm glad that you're here and I wanted to go over some internet marketing training today. Just give you guys a look at some of the things that I've been working on. Now, here's the thing though. This training is going to come down in 24 hours, right? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been going live every day this week. I'm trying to get to know my YouTube audience. I'm trying to understand who's out there. And so I'm going to be going live every day this week with sort of a bonus training, but I'm pulling the training down in 24 hours. I just want to give you guys a taste of what's going on in my courses and what's going on in my workshops. So if you're out there, I want to say hello. Unstoppable Vixen Gang. What up, playa? Good to see you out there. And if anybody else is watching, I see that we've got a few out there. Say hello. Join us in the chat. I'm going to be streaming for a while. All right? It's out there. I said it. I'm going to be streaming for a little bit. I am going to show you guys how to build a lead generation funnel in just 3 steps. I'm going to simplify a very complicated strategy for you today on this training. But before I do that, I want to invite you to come on down to join me for the video lead generation workshop. This is a 3-part workshop where I'm going to teach you the exact strategies I've been showing my big clients, how to use video to generate leads for their business. All right, we're going to be going down the same strategies. If you want to get registered, the link is below. You're going to see the link later on in the video through the training, and I want to invite you guys to do that if you're, in fact, I'm looking for my mouse here, serious about growing your business. And I know that not everybody watching is. I know a lot of you guys are YouTubers and you're hanging out, you want to grow your YouTube channels. I think that's awesome, and I want to support you in that. If, however, you're a business and you're ready to take it up a notch, right? And you're thinking, hey, I want to start actually using video in my YouTube channel to drive people to leads. Yeah, can you not hear? Check, check, check. If you want to drive people to get leads, I always get all torn up in the thing. If you want to drive traffic to become leads that you can then turn into new revenue for your business, then I want to encourage you to come into this webinar and check out what it is that we're doing. I'm going to get into the training. I just want to show you how you can access the webinar. Go to the link that's in the description box, and you'll go to this page right here, and you'll be able to put your name and email in the box. We'll save you a spot. The workshop goes live on Monday, okay, at 8 a.m., and that's when the training number 1 is going to go live. We're going to cover 3 different aspects: the video funnel blueprint, the exact step-by-step strategy that you need to have in order to convert leads in the first place. We're going to cover that in video 1. In video 2, right, it's going to come out a couple days later. We're going to talk about how to write videos that actually move people into action. All right, so that's a little bit different. And then in workshop number 3, we're going to take what you've just learned, how to get people to convert and how to drive people to action. And I'm going to introduce to you guys a strategy for generating 1,000 leads in 90 days or less. And I'll be real honest with you, 60 days of that is really prep work. And I'm going to show you how to generate 1,000 leads in the last 30 days of that 90-day stretch. So you can go to the link in the description box and get registered there. And I hope that you will. Great to see you here. And I want to say hi to Elizabeth, says the audio sounds good. Awesome. Let's get started with today's training. To do that, I'm going to cut to a full training that I had done just a second ago on this topic. I'm going to show you how to generate a lead, how to create more leads on your landing page in 3 easy steps. Okay, and to do that, why don't we go and look at the training right now. Hey everybody, welcome to the Video Lead Power Summit training video. We're going to be talking today about how to create a landing page and funnel system for your Lead Power Summit. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you joined us. Today's training is going to really fill in a lot of holes. before we get started, I want to lay the groundwork for what you're going to see today. First of all, we're using ClickFunnels. And ClickFunnels is a landing page or a squeeze page development system. It's got its own analytics built in. It's got its own features, drag and drop, email automations, integrations, also text automations, all sorts built in at no additional cost to you. Okay, so there is a cost for the product, but it's an all-in-one package. Now, that's the package that I use. There are others that are good. But as a company, we had to just get behind one and promote one. Okay, so we're going to go with ClickFunnels. If you're using lead pages, if you're using Thrive themes, if you're using Instapages, maybe. I really can't stand behind Instapages. I don't know too much about it. But if you're using these other systems, then I would say that's fine. You know, what I'm going to show you today is how to arrange the landing page and how to put it together, what it should look like, okay? And then how you emulate that in your own system is completely your call. I'll be here to help along the way. Now, let's go to the screen share here. Okay, where I'm inside my ClickFunnels account. And if you don't have ClickFunnels, you can get it by logging into the Video Lead Power website and going to the tools section. There's a link there to get ClickFunnels free for 14 days. After that, there's a cost to it. And it's a great program. I stand behind the program. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to funnels. Can you believe it? And we're going to go to new funnel. Well, first of all, let's take a look at, you can browse what funnels you've got, look at your contacts, your sales. Yes, it tracks sales for you guys. A lot of you guys have WordPress sites with, maybe you're only selling 2-3 products at the most, but you've got like a WordPress site and WooCommerce. You know, ClickFunnels might replace all that and make it it's a better user experience. And then you've got the funnel marketplace, which is a newer feature. We're just starting to see this in the funnel marketplace. You can go and view other funnels that other people have built, and you can buy them and look at them and do that sort of thing. So there's a lot of great features here today. What we're going to do is we're going to go new funnel. And when we do this, it gives us a couple different options. We can collect emails, sell a product, or host a webinar. A lot of us are going to be sort of tempted to go in the host webinar direction, and that might work. You've also got to sell your product. This is going to be long-term. It's certainly not what we're doing in Video Lead Power. And you've got the ability to collect emails. That's primarily what we're doing. That's our objective. Now, we're hosting a series of webinar-like events, but that's not exactly what we're doing. So I want you guys to go collect emails. You can also create a custom funnel, if you so choose. I don't see any reason to jump into that right now. Okay? So we're going to call this the Video Lead Power Summit, and I'm going to call this, let's call this our lead magnet, since that's exactly what we're doing. We're building a list, and then I'm going to click Build Funnel. Now, I don't know, again, what your guys, like what your system might have. You may not have this ability to pick all these funnels out, but what ClickFunnels is doing right now is basically setting up a series of pages that I can fill in with a template. I can add more pages. I could start from scratch and just build a page and then build a page on top of it. I chose not to do that for the sake of ease of use. But let's take a look now. It's populated at some of the options that I have here. It's giving me the ability to select my opt-in page. And I've got all these templates that I can pick from. But I also have, I'm talking too loud, my voice quivers. I also have some of my own templates that I've made by myself. Right down here and right down here. This template has just been phenomenal for me. This one also did equally well. So I've got some of my own templates in here. I think for this one, what I want to do is have a video on it, and I want to make it look like a showcase, right? So I think with this one, for that one, I'm going to use this template right here. And what I can do is click Preview and just sort of go through it. So I can see this short form page, not a lot of ongoing content here. That could be good. You can always add more content, of course. So this is same thing with just a sort of a different layout, you know. So I like it. I'm going to go with it. Which one did I like more? I think I like this one better. I like the picture in the background. So I'm going to select template. Couple things that you'll want to notice here in ClickFunnels is you've got this customer service button. I don't think you can see it right now in the lower right-hand corner. It's kind of like it's like behind me. There's a customer service button that when I pop it up, you could see I can start a new conversation, ask a question like, you know, how many clicks or how do I, whatever. I mean, anything. And then you put it out there, and then when they reply, it's like an hour or two, they'll reply right back. So if you get stuck, you know, you can do that right there. And look at what this page gives you. It gives you how many people have hit the page, how many of them converted to contacts, and what the conversion rate is. You can also look at, you know, the last 30 days or whatever you want to do, and you've got some links right here. So there's this is why I use ClickFunnels, by the way, is because the interface. I mean, it's a great user experience, and it gives me automation options, right, as well. Now, I don't use these per se because it complicates the process, but I have them. And then I've got some publishing options here with the WordPress plugin and some pop-ups and some Facebook stuff. So a lot of really, really great stuff. Let's talk about how we're going to make the page look. The idea is we're going to click Edit Page. And honestly, this is pretty much an amazing page, guys. Like, I really like this page. There's not going to be much reason to edit this. But over here, you're going to put something like your title, your summit title. Right? And you can come over. This is, let me back out here. This is actually arranged in sections, rows, and elements. So let's talk about that. Notice the green area that just appeared. That's a section, okay? And the section can have the section lays on top of the main background. And I can put, another background inside the section. I can put rows inside the section. That's the blue area. So when I hover over a row and then I click on this crank, now I'm editing the row, right? And not editing the background settings. So if I'm in the green area and I click on settings, boom, I've got the settings. And if I'm in the blue area and I click on settings, I'm in the settings for the actual row. So over here, I'm just going to, and then inside the row, that's where you put your elements, okay? So you're going to put your summit title here. You're definitely not going to put a phone number here. You might put something, I think you might even just delete that. You might even put your summit title. In fact, we're just going to delete that. What I'd really like you to do is put together like a one-column block. We're going to add an element called your headline. And guys, you can always come back and watch this, okay? You can always come back and watch this. I'm going to change the text color to white. Okay, I'm going to call this something like the video. Well, let's just use Alan's example. So I would say this like the auto and I'm just guessing here, the aftermarket auto parts, auto tech summit. Right? And that's, you're going to put your title. You're going to hover over this, click duplicate. Look at how easy that is. And then you're going to put your tagline here. It's going to be something like 21 top experts reveal their favorite aftermarket auto tech and why they love it so much. And again, guys, I'm just kind of like we're just writing here. So I think that this title could be bigger, so I'm going to go in there and just edit that real fast. Font size right over here. Everything you need is right over here in this. And I can even change the, Alan, your colors are like more blue, so And guys, I'm not doing this for Alan. Alan's on and he's talking, so I'm just using him as an example. So you can like change your colors up, you know. I'm always so bad with that, so I'm just going to kind of stick with white right now, and we'll dial it in later. I don't love this. Let's shrink that up a little bit. I always try to keep my numbers like even and making sense. I also want my lines to make sense. So the Aftermarket Auto Tech Summit. 21 top experts reveal their favorite aftermarket auto tech and why they love it so much. Over here, a little bit too much text. I think you want to put something like, just keep it simple. Give me one sec, guys. I'm plugging my phone in. So you're going to want to say something like, get behind the scenes access. Get behind the scenes access, and we will, again, just shrink that up because we want it to fit in one line. We're optimizing for mobile. You're sort of keeping that in the back of your mind, is that you all of this will be on mobile. And so you want to keep that very top of your mind, okay? So I see Scott Mazanko is watching. Scott says, thanks, Owen. You're very welcome. And guys, remember, you've got time to get registered for this summit. It's 4 months of time, okay? 4 months of time we'll be working together. And you can get registered. So let me go back to ClickFunnels. I'm just moving Facebook out so I can see it in my other window. So you're going to get behind the scenes access, and you're going to do something like real simple. You know I not even need this. You know, we could just maybe just click trash and just get behind the scenes access when you register for free. Now, obviously, you're going to want to you're going to want to test out your title and your tagline with the group, people in the group, get some feedback on it. You're going to want to keep this really simple. You're going to delete phone number. You do not need anyone's phone number. You want to keep these forms as short as possible, right? You really don't even need the name. You really don't, okay? But getting the name at least says that you want to get personal, and I think that people are looking for that. I really do. I believe that people, even in auto tech, that's the online digital space. It has nothing to do with your industry. It has everything to do with the digital marketing space. People want to connect and be connected to you. So give them that ability to with this, right? Ask for the full name, and you can come in here and you can change what it says, enter your full name, or you could say enter, first and last name. I like to do that. I can go like first and last name. And then enter your email address. And then we're going to change the button text right here. You just click on the button, okay, right there, and this thing pops up. And again, you just change the text on the button. What does it say? Get your free quote today. Let's go let me in. Maybe even one of these guys. What if I can get an emoji in there? I did. Look at that. That's kind of cool. I wonder if it shows up. What if I did this? That's all right. I don't love it enough to keep it, so I'm just going to go with an exclamation mark. And I could even add some subtext here. You'll get unlimited access before the public. And again, you're thinking, oh, and that's like a little bit hyperbolic, right? Oh, you'll get unlimited access. It's just my free channel. This is all just for me to build your list. But no one knows that, okay? This is about them. It's about your gathering the 21 top experts to reveal their secrets in a one-on-one interview with me. And I'm going to let you into that. All I want is your email. So it's all about the way that you think about this, okay? Over here, you have the ability to add a video, all right? So when I click on that and I come over here, I've got the ability to add a YouTube link and some other links here. That's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to go with the YouTube link. And then I don't even know if I have a YouTube link ready. Let's see if you know what, guys? I think I do have one of my old Summit videos lined up. So let me just grab that one real fast. It's right here. Yeah, that's cool. So I can use these. Now, these videos are unlisted, okay? These videos are unlisted on YouTube. So keep that in mind. All right, and I even host mine on a separate channel because I don't necessarily need the video killing my watch time and all that. Autoplay on. Okay, autoplay will not work on mobile, but on desktop it will autoplay, and that's what you want. Controls off, modest branding off, and all of that is fine. See, it gives me a lot of these sort of like styles that I can choose from. I just don't need to complicate it, you know. I can do a timed delay, right? I could do like a fade in at 10 seconds, right? So at 10 seconds, the thing will fade in. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to go here and I'm going to go save. Okay, and then I'm going to click the preview button and just take a look at what this looks like in real time on the web. Hi, welcome. I'm Owen at thevideospot.net. Hey, listen, if you were able to close one additional sale per week, just one, what would that do to your bottom line? Well, there's only two reasons why that's not happening right now. Number one is you're not getting enough traffic to your website or to your landing pages, to your product pages, whatever the case might be. Number two is that you're getting traffic, but no one's converting. They're not filling out your opt-in box or your pop-ups, and they're not going to your contact page and filling out the forms. Well, if those two things sound familiar to you, then I want to invite you to a virtual event that is going to be an absolute game changer for you this year. It's the Massive Traffic, Massive Conversion Virtual Summit. How to generate more traffic, how to convert more leads, and how to close more sales online. And on this event, I've invited 21 of the top experts to come speak to you on one of their key areas of expertise. We've got a handful that's going to talk to you about how to generate more traffic, right? How to get your website out there and your landing pages out there so that more people see them and more eyeballs are landing on your main pages. But we've also got a handful of experts that are going to talk to you about what to do when they're actually on your website, how to convert them into a lead, and then how to use email and social media to convert them into a sale. But the best part about all of it is it's totally free. There's no charge for you. All you have to do is put your name and email on the boxes on this page, and you'll get instant access to the summit when we launch in a few days. This is your year. This is the year that you overcome your challenges with web traffic. It's the year where you overcome the obstacles in converting that traffic. And it all starts with this event. And I cannot wait to see you on the other side where we really start to make an impact in your business. And you start to make that money that you've wanted to make ever since you became an entrepreneur. The time is now. Let's do it. Okay, so there you go, guys. And I just sort of let that play so that you would have a format to look at and you'd have a video to copy. So if you ever say, you know, hey, what should my video sound like? This one's pretty good. Now, I think that it went a little long. I think that there's a point at which, like, you could have probably just said, okay, I get it. Keep in mind the analogy of the stick of gum, right? With the stick of gum, you don't need to sell it because it's low price. Everyone needs it. It's a commodity. It's everywhere, you know. So you don't need to oversell it. Your event, you know, you're going to have to sell it a little bit, but not too much because it's free, right? Think about the cat and the ball of yarn. A cat is going to come after a ball of yarn, but if you throw it at the cat, you know what I mean? You're going to get a bad result. So it all depends on a couple different things. Your name recognition in your industry. How popular are you? Some of you guys have great reputations. Let's just call it what it is. Some of you guys are just starting out. You know what I mean? So if you're just starting out, you might have to like sell the summit a little bit longer and make a little bit longer video. But I want you to shoot for like around 90 seconds, 2 minutes. Okay? A great way to approach this is tell them the summit, opt in, promote some speakers. Okay? If you don't have speakers that are like worth promoting, they don't have a lot of name recognition, talk about their positions. I've got the CMO from, Barclays Automotive. I've got, Jane Doe that's coming up from the Allen Ed's Auto Parts and 12 dealerships in Southern California. So think of it like that. All right, let's go back and continue working on working on this funnel. All right, so we've got great video. I'd sign up, Ryan says. Great point. We want to make sure it's all connected to something. So down here, this is a great. Oops, I'm in the wrong place. So I was in the editor there. Over here, this is where you're going to put your name, right? You're going to put Ryan Ramos, CEO. A quick little analogy about yourself. Now, using templates, this is why I love templates, because I can just kind of come in here and edit. This is called an image feature element. So it's got an image here and text here. So when I just go to the click button, it'll say image URL. I can click on that. And then I just go and I pick my picture of Ryan. In this case, I'm going to go with a picture of Steve. Or look at this, guys. This comes inside ClickFunnels. I could go just with man, and see what it. So there's like a ton of stuff. There's a ton of stuff here that you can sort of play with. Let's just go with man again. Yeah, nothing incredibly usable. But to show you this is that they do have real images that you can select from. So in this case, just to show you how it works, we'll come up here and we'll use a picture of Dansby. Okay? And there you go. Right there. Now I can also come over here. And do where it says image radius, and I can go round corners and sort of like do that with it. Or I can go none and just square it out. But I love the circles, and circles are hard to create. So there's a little bit of advanced, elements in that. Now, let's say that you really liked the stock image, right? So this background, for example, this background is inside a row. Or no, it's not. See how I'm trying to edit this background here, but I can't? That's telling me that the background is in the very, very back. So let's just say that I love this background image and I want to keep it. I can go to background settings. See, this is their image. Their background image is there. I can copy it. Paste it in there. Let me get rid of the quotes here. And then there it is. I can right click and I can copy image. Here's why this is so cool, right? Because maybe you love the layout, but you don't need the image. Well, what I would do is I would do what I just did, copy the image, and then open up Photoshop or Canva or PowerPoint or any number of programs. However it is that you edit video. And I love the new Photoshop interface, but it's too many buttons to get started. I'm just going to get started in Photoshop. It doesn't matter that I'm using Photoshop, guys. You could do this anywhere. And I'm just going to paste it. Right? And now what I can do, let's say that I want to go find an image of a family playing in the park. Right, I can come over here to images. I can come over here to tools. I can go to size. This is totally important, guys, by the way. Make sure that it's large enough size. Let's take this one. And you can see that it's got the watermark on it. That's fine. I'm not trying to jack anyone's photos. I'm just showing you how this works. Okay, so we'll just copy the image. We'll go back into Photoshop or wherever, hit paste. Okay, and now see what we can do is I can match up the size of the image so that the size of the image is right. Okay, and I'll go save as. I'm just going to save it, downloads, and put delete test. Save it as a JPEG. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. But maybe in case you don't, we'll just walk you through it. Okay, so now I'm going to just change the background image by clicking this plus sign here. I'm going to click Upload Image. And where did I save it? Downloads. Delete test. This part always takes just kind of a minute. So the rest of the training won't take this long. Really what we're showing you is a lot about, how the ClickFunnels interface works and how to navigate inside of it, because I know a lot of you guys already had ClickFunnels coming to the table, and it's what I recommend. So most of the course, I think, is going to be moving on something similar to this. But it's good that you have these foundational skills. At the end of the day, guys, I'm going to give you this funnel, okay? At the end of the day, you're not going to have to create this in full. I'm going to give you a link, and if you have ClickFunnels, you can accept the link. You just click on the link. It will ask you, do you want to import this funnel? You say yes. It will build out the funnel in your own account, and then you can just copy and paste everything. So know that that is part of the system. So I'll take the background image, which has been perfectly sized up. I already know it's going to fit, and boom, look at that. And it's really good. I can do some other things with it, and and whatnot, but I don't want to do that. Nor did I particularly care for that image, all things said and done. Right? So let's say you want to go back, you just go get that link back again. Paste it, and boom. See how quick that was, guys? I mean, it's just so quick. Now, it is, and I did mess up the background settings, so let's go and put that back. Okay, so good. So we're back in here now, and we're just kind of filling this stuff out. Now, down here, all right, in this last little section, I want you to add a line. We're going to add a line right here, because you always need to have a what you will learn. So we're going to add a headline, some more headline text here, and we're going to put something like, what you will learn. You could do who you will hear from. I think what you will learn is like, this is the value statement. Why are people going to be into this? All right, so notice what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to move these elements back and forth. It's this arrow button. I want what you will learn to be on top. Boom, hit that, and it's back on top. All right, so the text color here, I want it to be white, but check out what I can do here. I can make the bold color. Let's say red. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'll just unbold it. And I could do something like, on this powerful summit. So imagine doing like the SEO or the WordPress optimization summit. You know what I mean? Click bold, and boom, look at that. And you can have, part of your text in bold. Now, down here, this is where you're going to have a little bit of fun with it. So watch what I'm going to do. These can be either people's names, or they can be like things that people teach. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image element, and I'm going to do that by hovering over the orange section, right? The orange section is your element section. Click plus, and we can go single image there. Okay? And as I click plus, what I'm going to do is go edit the image, and here's what I want to look for. I want to look for I just want to go man again. Let's go man, but let's go icon. What I'm really looking for is like, let's go special guest and see. I really want an image of a man with like a question mark. Yeah, like something like this is really what I want. So I'm just going to like save that real fast. Save image as. I'm going to go delete. And then again, just hitting delete just lets me know that I can delete those without much to do, and I won't give it a second thought. I'm going to go back into downloads. And you guys won't have to do all this, but you're sort of watching my creative process sort of pan out, and some ideas that I've been wanting to put together for a little bit, all sort of coming into fruition right now. So let's just go ahead and add that image, and then we'll go down here to radius. We'll go circle, and I can change the height, right? So it says image width and image height. I can just change that to 60. I could change it to 100. Right? I usually find like 150 to 200 is good. That's pretty good. You know, you could do something like this, but if you have like a phenomenal speaker, right, and you could do something like this, guest speaker number 1, and you could talk about, you know, learn the ins and outs of the auto aftermarket industry, you know, whatever value statement, you know, ... you know, ... dots are pretty important. Now, conversely, you know, here's what we duplicate that, watch, and just drag it right over here. And it's perfectly lined up. It's perfectly centered up, you know, and I can go in here. I can add someone else's. Let's see what I got here. I've got headshots. Let's just go with headshots. So I could add Ron. That's good old Ron. You know, and you could do something like this. You could say Ron Carter, GeoSky, Ron shares Insider Tech. Ron shares Insider Tech for GPS. I'll just put like non-removable. Again, just using marketing words. GPS tracking devices or anti-theft devices, you know, or whatever the person's going to speak on. And you can, you know, you can kind of play with this. You can go above, you can go below. And again, if we want to just make this real fast, I really like to have it above. And I actually really like the idea of this this guest speaker thing here, but maybe more at the end, right? And so it's like Bill, you know, Bill Jones, whatever, and then plus 16, or would it be like 20 plus 19 more? You know, okay, so that's kind of how we build that out. Now watch this, guys. I don't want to put more than 3 on this page. I feel like more than that is going to be a little bit of an overkill. So you don't need to go that far with it. Instead, what you'll do is you'll copy the whole row. Watch this. I'm going to hover over the row. I'm going to hit copy, and boom. I can even space them out a little bit more by coming in here to that bottom row and adjusting up here the padding on the top to about 20, maybe even to 40. I really like space. I love to have this like clean space. So you could do something like, you know, hear from these powerful industry leaders. You know, and then you've got your speakers up here type of thing. Watch, we could even duplicate a row. Let's say that you run out and you have an uneven number. You add a 2-column block, just like that, right? And then you just kind of drag and drop the elements in there. I'm going to copy that and just kind of come back up here. Same thing, copy the elements. Drag it and drop it. Maybe you guys can probably see all the prayers coming in right now. Wife's grandmother had a tumble. She's doing okay, and you can see all the prayers of gratitude coming in right now on my screen. So there you go. And again, I'm showing you this why? Because you need it. Well, I'm going to send you this funnel, so I want there to be as much in there for you as possible. But, you know, you're going to run into issues. Now, you're going to run into issues. We'll get to all that. The last thing I want you to add is a final headline down at the bottom. We'll drag this to the bottom, and we're going to give them, oh, you know what's missing? We need to add one more row. So let's add a 1-column row or a 1-column block. And you're going to say, don't, or try not to use badly, get registered now, you know, or you could do 25 spots left, you know, and you've got to find a way to justify that. Maybe you're doing like 25 people get a shout out on the show, you know, or whatever the case might be. You could do like you don't want to miss this event, or how about this? If you love without, or if you want, how about this? If you want blah without blah, then get registered for this exclusive industry insider event. Booyah. Right? And then when you guys get this template, you could sort of play with it on your own. And then what I'm going to do is just really separate this. Just really separate it. Okay? And maybe even just crank up this, just crank that up a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Come out here, change all this, 2016, you know what I mean, your company name. There's stuff at the bottom there. You're going to want to hit save. You're going to want to hit preview. Okay? Hi, welcome. And then you're going to scroll, test it out, hear from these powerful industry leaders. Yeah, I mean, this works. Now, you're going to want to come in here and do some things to it, no doubt, but it's pretty good. Okay, it's pretty good, and we can sort of move on from here. Now, I am going to do one thing. I'm going to add this little divider in here. See that? I just added a simple little divider, and I'm going to go like light. Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, and then I'm going to, can I duplicate that? Yeah, watch this. I'll duplicate that row and then push it down, right? Push it down. There you go. And then I'm going to duplicate it and push it down. There you go. And I can even space this out a little bit. I feel like this is just like a great page. Maybe not a lot of color diversity, but again, simple is where you want to go. We'll just preview it one more time. I did notice, look at this. It says, hi, welcome. Look at this up here, guys. The meta tag says my awesome landing page. We want to fix that before we go live. So let's just kind of scroll through this just one more time. Looks pretty good. Spacing might be a little off, whatever, I actually don't even love these anymore. Now that I see them in there, I don't love them, so I'm going to get rid of them. Can you guys believe that? I'm showing you literally my creative brain just spending time on things that we maybe don't need to spend time on, but that's what we're doing. So we're going to save this page. This is ready to go, and let's go into the settings and edit the meta tags and the social settings. This is really easy to do. You're going to edit the page title, and this is the big one because this is what people see. But let's just talk about the aftermarket auto tech show. All right. And then you're going to do description. It's your tagline, join 21 of the top industry experts. You're going to go on with that. Page keywords, I wouldn't even worry about it. Don't waste time with it. Page author, Owen video. Right? Page social images. You're definitely going to want to add something. If you've got a good image in here, it'll pull it. It'll pull the first image it sees. And so a lot of times that'll work as well. But let's save that. Preview it. The aftermarket. It's good to go. This page, hi, welcome. I'm Owen at the video spot to receive traffic. Okay. The last and final thing that we'll do is click email. And in email, we're going to connect our autoresponder. So if you're using GetResponse, if you're using Constant Contact, MailChimp or Aweber, whatever, this is where you're going to connect it to ClickFunnels. You're going to come in here and choose your integration. Choose an action, add to list, and then you're going to select which list you want these people to go to. And what will happen is as soon as they register for that, they'll be put into your list, and they will go to your thank you page. So let's transition out of the landing page and go into the thank you page. Oh, before we do that, one more thing. I keep on saying one more thing. Take a look at this link right here. Copy this link address, all right? And then you're going to want to view it on mobile. So I'm going to type this into the chat box here. What you're going to want to do is copy that link. Hang on, I'm getting a little mouse crazy here. You're going to want to get that link and then go into, put it somewhere in your messenger or text it to your wife or whatever. And you want to see it on mobile. Oh, I forgot. I can't click links. Yo, yo, yo. Check, check, check. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So, okay, the video started cutting off, so I wanted to. The sound was getting a little bit weird, but I wanted to just go ahead and cut that off right there. It goes into some more details over there. What I wanted to end with, though, is that you want to be able to check that out on mobile. It's so essential that you check out your final product on mobile before before going live. Okay, because when most of your clients are going to be hitting you from mobile anyway. So you can tell I'm a little maybe caught off guard because I wasn't expecting the video to go back. I don't think you guys saw any errors. I saw the errors happening back here, and so I wanted to jump in before we brought that in. So I want to thank you guys for watching today. Again, if you haven't had a chance yet to go to the lead generation workshop, check it out. We'd love to see you there at the lead generation workshop. I hope that this training was beneficial for you. I'm sorry about a little abrupt ending at the end right there, but you got a lot out of how to build a landing page that actually converts for your clients. Appreciate you guys logging in, and we'll see you next time. Awkwardly fumbles to find the stop button. Thanks, guys.